after Kajabi's big evolved announcement a few days ago. So, in case you missed it, Kajabi have got fantastic new features. There are over 11 new features that Kajabi have just announced and just dropped. And it is an exciting time if you are a creator and using the Kajabi platform. Now, Kajabi also announced some changes to their pricing. So I have previously done a video where I detail everything about the new pricing and the new plans. So if you are curious of how Kajabi's new plans and pricing is going to affect you, please do go and watch that video. Also, I'm going to do a deep dive into every single one of these features, probably multiple for some of them that have had a lot of changes. So make sure that you follow or you are subscribed to the channel if you're watching this on YouTube, and comment if you want me to let you know when I am doing videos on specific features or if you have specific questions. This is going to be an overview of all the new features so you know whether it's something that is of interest to you, whether it's just a shiny object that maybe you don't need, or if you're like, oh my God, thank you. I have been waiting for Kajabi to do this. Now they've done it, I want to come and see what it's all about. I'm going to do those deep dives over the next few weeks. Over the next month, I'm probably going to have a video up almost every day on Kajabi, on YouTube and on Facebook. However, Kajabi are also running live webinars as well. So if you go to kajabi.com/evolved, you can see that Kajabi evolved, sorry. You can see that URL on the video. That is where you will be able to register for Kajabi's team webinars so that you'll be able to ask the Kajabi team questions. Plus, I do run my own Kajabi support membership, which is Kajabi 101 Quick Start. So if you are interested in getting my support, that is just $200 for the entire year. We're going to be spending a lot of time over the next few months doing workshops, and I'll be there answering even more questions. So if you're curious about that, if you're not already a member, then please comment and I will let you know all of the details so that you can come and join me and get an entire year of Kajabi support, which is pretty awesome. But let's dive in. Let's check out what all of these new features are. I'm just going to, like I said, do an overview of them today, and then I will do a deep dive individual video or potentially multiple videos on some of the ones that are a bit bigger so that you will get specific tutorials and you'll know exactly how to implement them. But we're going to start here with checkout. So this is one of the exciting ones. I've had access to the new checkout builder for a while and I really like it. Kajabi's checkouts have been a bit restrictive up until now, where we've had one style that is the same for every single checkout. And you can do a little bit of basic customization and you can do some coding to make it look slightly nicer. But now we have pretty much full customization of that entire checkout experience, which is fantastic. It's like a landing page builder, but for your checkout page. So any of those blocks that you would be familiar with using, you will be able to now add to your checkout pages, images, feature blocks. So you can have nice testimonials at last. You can have so much more customizability. You can have pop-ups, announcement bars. Like I said, pretty much everything that you can add on a landing page, you can now add to your checkout. Now, one of the things that you can see hovering around in the background is this course block here. This is new and this is now on checkouts and some other parts of Kajabi as well, which is super exciting because you will be able to connect your course to your checkout page and it will show a preview of all of the lessons on your course, all of the lessons and module. And there are some options of how you can set that up. So the checkout is going to be one of the tutorials that'll be popping up in the next few days, and I'll be really excited to show you how you can customize that. You can use that course block on your checkout page as well as other blocks. One of the other really big changes that is exciting is being able to add multiple prices. This is one of the things that I've had continual and constant questions from my members about. How do I sell like monthly and annual subscriptions without having to have two checkouts? How do I do a payment plan and a pay in full? Up until now, the only option has been to create completely separate offers. Now you have the capacity to have those multiple payment options within the one checkout. A little caveat, however, this is a brand new feature and currently you can't add individual automations depending on whether someone does one payment plan over the other. But hopefully Kajabi will soon be able to add that to the options as well. So if you do need to have separate automations for monthly versus annual, for example, you may still need to create that as separate offers for the meantime. But just knowing that we can do it is very, very exciting. You will also be able to upgrade all of your new offers. You don't have to use this new checkout builder. This is something that is rolling out across all Kajabi accounts, whether you do the new plans or not. You will be able to upgrade your checkout builder. And then once you do that, you have the option of then using this new checkout style. One of the things that may be helpful for you is to do it on one offer first, create like a visual, like a landing page or a template that you like using. You'll then be able to export that template and import it to other offers. So you're not having to redo everything from scratch, which is a really helpful feature. It's also great for template sellers like us who sell templates where we have landing pages and courses and everything with that beautiful new design. We are almost ready to release our checkout pages so that you, if you've purchased our landing page or other website templates, that you'll be able to have that display go right through to your checkouts and have everything beautifully on brand. But until that is out, just know that you will be able to do that within your own checkout, and you can take a template and put it across the others. So you're not having to do every single offer. When mine came up, I mean, I am a bit of a Kajabi super user. It had 500 and I was like, oh, that's a lot of work. However, that's every single offer that comes up. You don't need to apply it to every offer. It may just be something that you decide to do going forward. Test it out on your current or new offers. The thing that's really, really cool that I love is that we're now able to add the checkout block to landing pages as well. So these checkout updates are fantastic, and hopefully you'll have fun playing around in that new checkout builder that's going across all accounts. But like I said, bear in mind, you don't have to upgrade to the new checkout builder if you're like, whoa, I don't want to risk anything changing. Just don't do it yet. You can do that at any point. And then once you have done it, it's still going to keep your current checkouts. You'll just see some changes in the settings, and then you will be able to change the checkouts to the new builder, and you'll be able to switch in between as well. So even though the update is very exciting, maybe just start with doing it on new offers, and then you can retroactively apply it to your old ones. Next is coaching. Oh my gosh, as a heavy coaching user in Kajabi, I was pretty thrilled to see the changes to coaching. Coaching is something in Kajabi where a lot of people, if they're not working, primarily as a coach, then they may be offering coaching sessions or service provider work or, one-on-one sessions, pick my brain type of things. Coaching is such a fantastic thing to be able to offer, as you can you can set it up and sell it without having to create an entire program in a lot of cases. You can have the option of selling single sessions, or you can sell packages and programs. And now you will be able to sell subscriptions as well. So subscriptions means that instead of having a package of, say, 10 sessions, you could have a package of 2 sessions per month for a period of time. It can be ongoing as well. So you can have that subscription set up. So whether it's weekly or monthly, that each period of time, your client will have new sessions added to their account depending on how you have set that up. So again, we have options. But as you might be able to tell in this little preview that you are seeing, we have now full customization and control over that coaching customer portal. Previously, it was very limited. It was okay. It was a colored background and a bit of text. And now it is a beautiful, glorious, fully customizable coaching area and coaching hub for your clients. And you have a hub page and an additional actual coaching page, and you've got full customization over a lot of that. Coaching is going to be one of those ones where I will be doing several deep dives in it, because as much as I love customization, there are a lot of options and a lot of things that you can customize now. But we love customization. We love the ability to do it. And again, you will be able to create templates and then put that across all of your coaching offers. If you're someone who's on the growth plan and you are updating, or you're on the pro plan and now you have unlimited products, or you now have 50 products, I definitely recommend looking at coaching, either group coaching or individual. And it's a lot easier to be able to do multiple coaching programs and products now. Often I have people that I was working with that didn't want to use their limited product slots up for coaching or having multiple types of coaching. So now that you have, most plans have got more product slots, I can see a lot more people using this coaching, and especially with the improvements and the ease of your clients being able to buy additional sessions. You can also invoice now for coaching, and that makes it a lot easier to get paid. And you will be able to show in that coaching portal if someone's invoice is still outstanding to remind them to pay. Scheduling is pretty similar to what it was before, but it's a lot cleaner and clearer in that coaching portal, and doing new sessions is a lot easier and cleaner. Soon, very soon, and this may get me off my current combo of Fathom and Zoom, you will be able to have built-in session transcripts as well. Currently, I don't use Kajabi's inbuilt coaching live room. I actually use Fathom and Zoom because I love that transcript and summary. But when it comes to coaching, that transcription, I'm going to be pretty damn excited because, I may be able to reduce that tech stack even more and have it all within Kajabi. So love that very, very much. Affiliates. You may have seen the session that I did with Stanley from the payments team on the Kajabi Fireside Chats a month or so ago, where we were talking about updates and changes to the affiliate program. Now, Stanley actually held some stuff back in that session because there is even more that is now available in affiliates, which is fantastic because affiliates has been a little underloved for a while at Kajabi. And now this affiliate feature really is going to help you make more money out of your Kajabi account. The affiliate feature is only available for growth and pro plans, so do bear that in mind. But it is pretty exciting that your dashboard is now much more easy to look at. Your clients and customers' dashboard is now more visually attractive, easier for them to see the sales that they have made, and you will be able to do things like automatic payouts. That has been a big restriction for a lot of people in the past. So now you can have Kajabi do the payouts for you. You can set the schedule, Kajabi will pay out, and you don't need to do anything. Now, that is if you do want to use PayPal. If you want to use an additional like Wise or another payment method, you will still need to do it manually. But yes, as someone who can sometimes be a little bit forgetful about payments and being like, oh, whoa, it's already the 15th of the month, automatic payments is going to make sure that your affiliates are paid out at the schedule that you set, and your affiliate center will now track all of those payments, and it will be really seamless. And coming soon, you will be able to have affiliate challenges as well, and there are exportable leaderboards so that you can see which affiliates are doing the best thing for you. So I'm excited to see the changes in affiliates and see what's coming as well, and I will do a session on that. Automations. Automations has been totally refreshed, and now we have this beautiful visual automation builder, including branching logic, which if you have not used branching logic before, or if you've used Kajabi's automations and you have seen how simple they are and been maybe a little bit frustrated by them, you are going to love the new automation builder. Definitely check out the automation webinar if you are wanting to know more about the automations. This is available, this new builder, and the branching filter logic is for the growth and the pro plans. You still have basic automations on the Kickstarter and basic plan, but this new builder and the new visuals that you will be able to get through the automations is available on growth and pro. You also have an infinite canvas. So when you have a visual builder, it means that you can see exactly what's happening in the automations at every step. So previously they were just sort of individual automations that you had to know were linked together. And now you will be able to have this linking that if one situation happens, go this path. If another situation happens, go that path. And you'll be able to see that entire path. This new automation builder is also setting the stage for comment to DM automation. And that essentially is that ManyChat style of automation where someone can leave a comment on your social media. So maybe you'll be like, hey, comment free gift, or you'll usually just use a word, and then that will trigger an automation in Kajabi to then send a person an email sequence, and the first email in that will be, hey, here's how you can download that free guide. Previously, you would have had to have sent someone to a landing page and had them sign up on the landing page, but now this automation builder is going to allow you to have that straight away. So I will do a whole session on visual automations, also looking at these pre-made automation blueprints. We'll check out the branching logic and also this comment to DM social automation. So you can see if that is something that you would want to upgrade so that you can use that within your account. It's pretty exciting. Community. Oh my gosh. Community. I'm excited that Kajabi have now included it for free in every single account. So community used to take up one of your products in terms of the access group within your community. So if you had multiple tiers, like a free area of your community and a paid, that was 2 access groups. If you had a free and a paid and a VIP area, and maybe you wanted to use your community to run a challenge or something like that for a week, that was 4 products slots that you were using up. So sometimes people would not really use their community to, I guess, its maximum effectiveness and capability. Now, community is included for free with every single plan, even on the Kickstarter plan. And within that, you have unlimited access groups. So you have unlimited areas of your community that people can be a part of. Some of your members, your students, your clients may be part of all of your community groups. Some may only be part of a small aspect of your community, that free part of your community that you may then use to encourage people into the paid tiers of your community. Or maybe you have paid tiers and you just use one aspect of the community for free. You have an access group set up so that you can run a 3-day or a 5-day challenge, or some sort of thing where you want to have that pop-up style of community. Kajabi are really moving towards making community the hub and the center of your business. And with everything that is changing in AI, I am not surprised, and I'm really, really happy to see the changes. We did a deep dive with Michael from the communities team on the Fireside Chats a couple of months ago, but I'm going to revisit communities and what it means now that you have these unlimited access groups, and talk about some ideas of how you can really utilize community now that this is included for free. I love it, and it's one of my favorite updates, especially because, in some cases, some people are like, well, we are paying a little bit more now, but, to be able to get that for free, even if you do not change your plan, is fantastic, because for a lot of people, that may just have freed up 1 or 2 product slots that you can use for something else. And when you are creating that community as the central hub of your business, that is the way to go, because AI cannot replace community. That's where you bring people together. That's where relationships are formed, and community is a beautiful place to do it. Okay, unified mobile app. You may be like, what is the unified mobile app? Because Kajabi they used to have 3 different mobile apps, actually. The Kajabi Courses app, the Kajabi Community app, and then some members who were paying additional had the Kajabi branded app. Well, now you no longer have the Kajabi Courses app and the Kajabi Community app. You have, or you don't have, your students have one app. So there is now just one Kajabi app that you can share with your students, your members, your clients, for them to be able to access all of your Kajabi courses and products. Before, it was just courses in one app and community in another app. Now everything is together: courses, coaching, podcasts, community, all in one app. So it's just one app to tell your students and members to download, and that is the Kajabi app. And then they'll be able to log in and access all of their content that they have purchased through you. It's fantastic, and hopefully it's going to continue to improve. And yeah, there's a lot of people very happy about that, because one of the biggest complaints about the apps in the past was, why is there 2 separate apps? Why do we have to tell people to download communities separately? Well, no more. It's all together in one beautiful app. And I'll talk about the branded app in a sec, because there's been some very cool changes with that as well. Now, cohort courses is something that has been around for a little bit. in Kajabi over the last sort of year and a half. In some plans, there was kind of a beta access to cohort courses. But now this is being rolled out to growth and pro plans. And what cohort courses allows you to do is have a course with some core curriculum and content, and then run sessions or groups of that course that you run at different times through the year. So maybe you'll have a January cohort, an April cohort, and say a September cohort. And previously, you would have had to have either duplicated that content and made a whole new version of the course every time that you ran the cohort, or when people were enrolled and you ran a new cohort, all of the old enrollees would then get access to the new cohort, and you'd have multiple people coming into live calls. And it was a little bit confusing and hard to sort of control people's access. Well, now you can have it so that each cohort, each run of your course is done separately. So it's all inside one product, but it is grouped into individual cohorts, and you actually enroll people into those separate cohorts. All of the live sessions or anything that you run are just restricted to people who are enrolled in, say, the September cohort or the April cohort. And that way you can keep people together in a nice group, and you have that sort of main core content, and then you can slightly change it for each individual group that goes through without having to make an entire new product. That's going to help as well with product limits, and it also just helps keep everything neat and tidy inside of one product. So cohorts is fantastic. If you want to learn more about it, again, cohorts webinar is coming up, and I will be doing a full deep dive of cohorts for you as well. Transcriptions is, look, I'm going to say, Kajabi, I love you very much, but I think you're a little bit late to the party on this, but I am very glad to finally see transcriptions included in Kajabi accounts. Currently, however, it's only included in the pro accounts. I'm hoping that this is going to roll out in some sort of form to the other accounts. But when you add new videos into your Kajabi account now, when you have a pro plan, you will get 30 hours per month of transcriptions available, which is going to enable you to create subtitles on those videos. At some stage, they haven't said exactly when this will also apply to existing videos that you may have already uploaded into your Kajabi account. You will also get 4 hours per month at this stage of translation. And then soon you will also have the option to have dubbing to actually change your content automatically into additional languages. There are so many scenarios where that makes a lot of sense and will be incredibly helpful. So I look forward to seeing what that is going to look like inside your Kajabi account. And I look forward to that rolling out to those other live features like the live rooms when you have live classrooms inside your courses, and also into that live coaching. So that is currently a pro plan only inclusion, but I got fingers crossed that they'll either have that as potentially a restricted add-on into the other plans, because transcriptions are fantastic, and to not have to create those subtitles in another system just makes that whole workflow so much easier. So I'm very excited, and as well excited to see what happens with that dubbing. So I'll do a little tutorial and show you how to use those transcriptions. Now, the builder is something that you may be like, what is the builder? And basically the builder is kind of the backbone of Kajabi, the blocks and the sections where you build pages, you build emails, where you're adding content onto your checkouts now that Kajabi's checkouts is using the new builder, also within your course products. Basically, in the past, there were different iterations and improvements on Kajabi, and throughout the whole system, some things looked different to others in terms of how you did the layout. Now this is consistent across all of Kajabi. It's a lot easier to be able to, have your brand consistent. There's been some new changes recently this year where you're able to save sections. I'm really, really hoping once this, is fully rolled out, that those sections will be able to, a website page will be able to be used on a landing page, etc. But it just gives you, a cleaner look, and there are a few additional blocks and features that have been added, which is very exciting. And you can now have much better previews on mobile. So the builder is not something that's like, I don't know. I mean, Kajabi might think it's huge, but from our perspective, it's more of a slight visual change. You will be prompted to update to the new builder. And if you do that, you may notice that your pages and some of the areas of Kajabi look slightly different. But for the most part, they are visual changes, not functional changes. So once you get used to it, you'll probably be like, okay, I like this now. I've been using it for a couple of months, and now that I'm used to it, I don't like going back to the old builder. And I think that you will find that to be the same as well. Link in bio. This is something that Kajabi have had available for a while. There are link in bio templates. I'm hoping that there is going to be some additional functionality to those link in bio templates, such as being able to track links when people click on specific individual links on your page. But I look forward to seeing what else is going to change there, and if there are additional link in bio type features beyond having those templates that are within the Kajabi account. Kajabi have recently and are continuing to improve their analytics. It's been a little lacking for a while, I'll be honest, so I'm glad to see these changes coming through. There's a new dashboard available and a lot more reports, which is going to allow you to make better data decisions. And, I've been talking to the Kajabi team a little bit this year, and I'm hoping that, we're going to see a lot more improvements in the analytics area and get better information. The better information that we have, the more that we can see within our Kajabi accounts. So I'm going to have a little look at analytics as one of the videos that I'm going to dive into over the next month. Now, Kajabi API. I am not a Kajabi coding person, someone who is super clever with doing things like API and webhooks and everything like that. But if you are, or if you have someone on your team that you have, or if you've got someone in your world who is, very excited to see this, it can allow you to connect different software platforms into Kajabi more easily, and instead of using tools like Zapier, where you will pay per integration fire. So when something triggers, then you have a certain number, a limited number. So the API is going to open up access to Kajabi to different integrations between software. So if that's something that interests you, you're probably going to be excited about it. The API is available only on the Pro plan. Webhooks are available on the Growth plan and the Pro plan, and I do believe that there are some advanced webhook functionalities available now. I'm going to be honest, that's probably not one of the videos I'm going to dive super deep on, because it is not my area of expertise. So I'm going to see if I can get someone to come in and shed some light who is an expert and can tell us more about that API and what it might mean for you. For most Kajabi users, you're probably not going to need the API. It's more a case of knowing that it's there. If that integration outside of kind of the standard integrations that you can get through things like Zapier or Pabbly is something that you are interested in, or if you are wanting to do sort of a higher level of number of integrations, it may make more sense to set up that API integration. But yes, we will share more about it coming soon. Lastly, it's not on this Kajabi Evolved list here. I don't think it is, and I'm not sure why. But that is, I'm going to come back here to the app, the custom branded app is now available on the Pro plan. So the difference between the Kajabi app and the branded mobile app is that the branded mobile app is under your name, your brand, your logo, and your look. So it enables you to have your own app. Now, if you have ever looked into getting your own app, you may know that that is something that usually would cost you tens of thousands of dollars. And in the past, Kajabi allowed you to have that for an additional $199 per month. However, now if you're on the Pro plan, that is included free. So that may be the thing if you sort of have been on Growth, wondering about Pro, and you're not sure. The unlimited products and being able to get that branded app may be the thing that makes you go, all right, I am going to do that because that makes sense. If you're not on Pro, you can still get the branded app for $199 a month. The branded app offers a lot more functionality compared to the sort of out-of-the-box Kajabi app, this unified mobile app, because you're able to essentially make like an app version of your website, and you can create funnels. You can, if you want to, be able to actually sell through Apple Play Store and Google Play Store. So it's literally just a one-click purchase. There will be additional fees because then those purchases will be going through the Apple Store and the Google Store. You can also sell through your own app as well. There's options, and that's what I love. So that branded app is going to give you that additional functionality that you may not have in the standard Kajabi app. So given that that price is sort of making it make a lot more sense, that may be something that is worthwhile. And I will go through on one of my many videos that I'm going to be making over the next little bit. About that branded mobile app and show you some of the functionality with screens that you can make on the app, basically so that you can make an app version of your website. It's pretty cool. And that is it for now. Oh my gosh, so many new cool things that Kajabi have done and released. And I can't wait to dive deeper and show them all to you and, help you work out which are the ones that you want to use in your business, give you those detailed tutorials so that you can set everything up and make the most of Kajabi. And, maybe if you've got things already in place like ManyChat, maybe that's going to make this, change to the Kajabi new features and new plan, not just easier, but it means you can get rid of some of the subscriptions that you already have. Potentially, if you've been using Thrivecart and you've been wondering about getting off it because the affiliate center wasn't quite matching up to what you wanted and you didn't have the control over checkouts, to be able to customize them to really make them what you want. Maybe now that the affiliate center is improving and that the checkout builder is here, maybe you're like, you know what, I don't need to have everything, through a third party and having to zap people into Kajabi. You might be able to bring it all into one. There were some email changes as well with email platforms like Kit, ConvertKit, put their prices up, and maybe that's made you go, oh, prices have gone up across the board. Again, maybe it's time to look at what you could do to bring more into Kajabi and have that all in one. Of course, I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have. And I look forward to diving deep and going into these tutorials and showing you inside a Kajabi account what this looks like, so that you can see these features and understand how to use them and how to make the most of them. And it may help you decide whether it's worth upgrading to the new plans or sticking with your current plans. Remember, it's optional. They're very cool new features and they're very shiny and they're very awesome. And you may be like, oh, I want them. But you don't have to make a decision right away. You've got plenty of time. Kajabi gave 4 months of notice. So it is something that you can just sit back on and decide if this is right for you, if this is something that you even need. For a lot of people, the price is going to go up in January anyway, so upgrading to the new plan may make more sense so that you do get that extra functionality for the increase in price. But yeah, just remember, you got time to make a decision, and hopefully these new tools are going to allow you to make more money as well. I look forward to going through all these features in more detail. Again, if you've got any questions, please let me know. If there's specific things that you would like me to cover, again, let me know because I am here for you. Sue from the Unicorn Advisory. See you in another Kajabi video very, very soon. Bye-bye.